going on, y'all? Now, I could have sworn last night I said, what if Anthony walks in Shayla's house and Armand is holding Kai? And what did we get today? A skit where Anthony walks in Shayla's house and Armand is holding Kai to the sky because Anthony can't go that high. And what was Armand? High as the sky. And what did Anthony do? Scream, hey, hey! He acting like somebody was hurting Kai. Sir, you had Amber touching Kai. Shayla got Armand touching Kai. Y'all even at this point. Now one of y'all can be mad at each other. Y'all not together. Y'all gonna move on. Y'all gonna have other people in each other's lives. Y'all might as well chill. And I don't know what Anthony thought that was gonna do by telling Armand that he from Indiana. What part? Fishers? Columbus? Because it ain't Gary. Oh, I know. Maybe Evansville. I threw them in there. But our mom was like, we from Chicago and we don't play these games. He was trying to keep the peace. Anthony was not. Needless to say, Shayla told Anthony to go downstairs. He called himself trying to text Shayla and Shayla checked him. So, sir, go on and tuck your tail between your legs and keep it moving. And you better not go over there and interrupt Ron and PR because they having their own little moment over there. And you need to get that girl back her heat. And since we talking about Ron and PR, they over there having the time of their lives, enjoying each other's company, taking walks in the park, talking about previous relationship traumas and how they're not going to allow it to affect their current relationship that they have with each other. He's pouring into her, she's pouring into him. They just going real good right now. And they in that moment being in each other's arms, sitting on the couch at her house. We don't need you going over there, Anthony. You bound to get your feelings hurt twice in a row. You're going to go from being checked to checkmate. Then we got Natasha and Rolanda. When Natasha's going over her speech, Rolanda ain't with it. Rolanda told her she needed the speech to be a little bit more lethal. She ain't closing no case. You being too nice. You don't need to thank your guests. You going to have a whole projector behind you. A whole projector that's going to be showing the evidence that we need to take Don and Charles down. And you want to thank them? Keep it lethal. Then we got Don and Charles. Don over there practicing her speech. And not only is she trying to take the credit for Natasha's success, making it all about her and throwing jabs in the process, but Charles checked her for that. And this man talking about he gonna be singing first before his speech. Rick James, Fire and Desire. You did not love them and leave them because you still talking to Don right now as we speak. You gonna look real stupid you sang that song. Then we got Mike and Sonny. Mike and Rafi made up. Mike got on to her about being a terrible sister. She talked to Shawnee about it. They look forward to seeing their sister. They're gonna tell their daddy together. Now this backstory of their sister, the mama cheated on Greg. She got pregnant. That ain't Greg's daughter. Every time he see her, he feels some type of way. But at some point, he must have forgave their mother because he's been praising her since he's been in the skits. But I take it he still feels some type of way about the daughter. Well, sir, it's time to get everything together. Mend the family back. She still lost the mother too. Then we got Mike. This whole godmother and godfather situation is not that serious. Mike asked Wayne, he said no. He said, I'm about to be a granddaddy. I ain't got time to be no godfather. I might be terrible at it. Because he already said he was going to be a terrible grandfather. Then D asked Mike. Mike told D he'd rather him be an uncle. He got something most special for him. Then one of the co-workers, Mario, the one Mike made a supervisor, he asked Mike, skip, because ain't nobody got time for this. Who cares? Then we got the skit with Jocelyn, Sonny, and Shawnee. So Jocelyn and Sonny was talking about the gender reveal. Shawnee comes over. Sonny has a call that she got to leave out the room and take, leaving them two together. Jocelyn was trying to break the ice and keep the peace. However, Shawnee had other plans. Girl, you've been dating a thug for 2 days and all of a sudden you think you miss hot shit. Well, more like 2 weeks. But you might want to ask T Hustle about Diva because you don't want Diva to wake up. She caught herself trying to check Diva and Diva checked her, talking about my sister. Yeah, you may be like a sister, but that's my sister. Diva was like, look, you wouldn't even be in the position that you're in right now helping if it wasn't for me. I told Sonny that you should help because you're her sister. But she didn't want you nowhere near this. But my thing is, girl, wait until you find out you've been getting played by T Hustle because that man is married. We all been wanting to know whether or not Hustle was married or whether he got married or didn't get married or what. Well, the man is married. And apparently his wife is crazy and love to throw hands. Now, when this comes out and Shawnee gets in her feelings, she gonna be looking real stupid then. And why she try to find a way to blame Jocelyn for it. But Shawnee, you just ain't gonna rest until you meet Diva. Then we got Brooke and Bethany. Bethany goes in there to bother Brooke, tells her that she's gonna cook before she goes with her mother. Brooke being rude, Bethany being rude. Long story short, Brooke cooked. Bethany criticized, talking about she got a hand like her mother. She overseasons things. Larry ain't complaining. He tearing that food up. He ain't got nothing negative to say. Then Shar comes over there to pick up Brooke. Larry says bye, and here comes Big Bertha coming out there. She told Brooke she ain't going nowhere until she finished cleaning up the kitchen. Bethany and Shar go back and forth. Long story short, Shar is in the house waiting for them to finish. Brooke is cleaning up the kitchen. Y'all better figure something out now. Then we got Noelle and Carter. Last night, this heifer was telling Carter all her business. Why would you tell your ex that you gave your V card to your man's best friend, who's also your best friend's man? Like, girl, why would you tell her all that tea? Now she gonna feel like she definitely got something over Daylon. She gonna find a way to wean herself back in. Now she got something she can hold over your head. And that's get with Daylon and Noelle. Daylon asked Noelle about that party that they supposed to be planning for Keisha. Noelle forgot. So now she goes and she meets up with Kelvin. And I guess now Kelvin is her man. I don't know how that's gonna work out. So now they gotta come up with some last minute plans for a birthday that's in a couple of days. So when is all this gonna come out? Because Noelle, you are dirty. Then we got Ernestine and Kev on stage. Last night, Kev on stage told Ernestine that Jay brought Nadia to the show last night. She went to Jay and she checked him. Girl, y'all are not together. This is getting ready to be a disaster. And Jay, when are you gonna tell Nadia that Ernestine is your manager now? Then we got Dee and Tamara. Long story short, he told her she ain't gotta worry about running into Momo. Momo don't be there at the car wash like that. She mow outside and anything else. And then he's still talking about that little boy's work permit. Talking about, well, I might as well forge the signature. But Tamara says she got a little something. She gonna figure it out for him. Erica and Alex skip. But she says as far as a relationship with her and Alex, she want to take her time and move slow to make sure she ain't moving out of spite. Trill and Melissa skip. Chase, Frank, and Candace skip. But Candace done ran her mouth to Frank baby mama who called to see if she talked to Frank. And she done told his baby mama that he's staying there with her. She about to pull up. But she told Candace not to tell anybody that she on her way. Brock and Sarah skip. He getting tired of her attitude. Already? Y'all been engaged for 72 hours. Terry and Libby skip. But he got them DNA test results. That little girl his. So I guess everybody getting their DNA test results via email now. And y'all, Libby done moved in. She done brought all her stuff, started selling her furniture on Marketplace, and she wiggling her way on up in there. And she got no idea that Terry got a whole daughter. And thinking he about to be in a relationship with her mama. When the mama got a man and only trying to use Terry so they can go on their little vacation. She need money. Dee and Chi skip. She asking him what's going on with Smooth. What's his backstory? Talk about Aisha tripping. She thinks she hiding something. Now she know Aisha and K-Ron used to mess around before. But she don't know they still together now. We're back together. Now I want to know how she gonna feel about that. But she told Dee she still got feelings for K-Ron, even though she with Smooth. Girl, you need to get together. That skit of Sarah doing interviews. Skip. And DC going over Rosie's house. Skip. That's why you got the cold shoulder from her son. Sis be doing too much. You ain't learned from the last Latin girl that you was messing around with. She faking pregnancy, got you for 20 G's, and was solely trying to mess your life up. But go off then, sir.